Howdy, folks. It's Jeff Camarda. Good evening. It is Wednesday, May 20th. And once again, I'd say sadly, but it's not really sad, but there's not a whole lot to report. The market continues to be stuck in this seesaw mode, bouncing off resistance, knocking hard on the door. Basically, we regained yesterday's losses. So it's kind of just chopping here, going up and down and up and down and knocking hard on resistance. And the longer, this happens and the more force, as it were, that's applied, that is applied, implies a greater breakout move, when it finally does break out, either up or down. Now, it's difficult to say. There'll be some catalyst in the news, probably good news or bad news, that'll prompt the move either way. And as mentioned yesterday, we're kind of locked and loaded to buy if we see a move to the upside, which would imply that the current resistance level will now become a support level, and it should go higher, and that should support, this next tranche upward in the market. If that in fact happens, if it goes the other way, then we'll be a little bit more deliberate and measured in our decision, trying to get a feeling for how low it will go. That's my sense is that's probably the direction that will go in. But you can't argue with the fact that the virus news, not the economic news, which still is really smoldering bad, but the virus news does continue to look a little bit better, absent any treatment, and there really isn't any clear treatment yet. Hopefully a vaccine is discovered soon. But with the country opening up and commerce normalizing to some degree, hopefully that sticks. And it really is too. We don't know. The science is too really nascent or too yet to develop to really give us a good sense for how the trajectory of the virus is going to propagate. There was an interesting piece in one of the papers this morning that it looks like a lot of the contagion, the outbreak, the multiplication of cases was related to something that I think they call like super infection event, something like that. Folks going to Mardi Gras in New Orleans and large other large gatherings where the theory is that prolonged exposure to the virus in a contained space may really accelerate the growth rate. And if that's the case, and that's a long way from determining if that's the case, but if it is, it means it's a lot less communicable than many of us had feared. It's that, routine contact and community contact is a lot less important than, these super infection events. So I'm certainly not going out without the mask anytime soon. I'll wait and see as more data develops. But if that theory is correct, it means that the fears of a devastating second wave should not be nearly as pronounced. And if we're able to, as a society, modify our behaviors and avoid these super, high risk type events, then maybe things will normalize sooner. I hope that's the case. In any event, not much else to report on market news. Expecting a big move one way or the other, and we are locked and loaded to hopefully take advantage of that. And we will see. We'll see what Thursday brings. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful, peaceful, blessed, healthy, and loving evening. Good night.